Well, folks, it was quite a night tonight in Paris with this ritual at the Notre Dame Cathedral, done by the Roman Catholic Church after the Notre Dame Cathedral burnt down in the last few years. And then we had this so-called rebirth ritual of the cathedral. Notre Dame meaning Our Lady, of course. So this heavily focused on the Queen of Heaven, Semiramis, the false goddess of Babylon, and all of that type of thing, dressed up in a lot of kind of Christianese. Unfortunately, this was very ritualistic, and it seemed to focus quite heavily on the Roman sun god and a lot of the symbolism about the new golden age and the new dawn of this counterfeit Holy Roman Empire centered propaganda, I would say, ritualistically representing the false sun god. So let's have a look at some of the symbolism of what we saw tonight in this ritual. So this is how this ceremony ritual begins, and the bells ringing out. Honestly, there's some parts of this is just really strange and eerie at times, and I think it's worth drawing attention to this. There's a lot of stuff in this about ushering in what seems to me, at least in my opinion, seems to be about the ushering in of a new era, new age, golden age, a lot of that kind of symbolism. And of course Rome, the statue in the book of Daniel, which many believe is the Holy Roman Empire, Rome 2.0, the revived Roman Empire. And this is a very Rome-centered ritual. So then you get these bishops and priests and cardinals, special message from Pope Francis at this event that's read out at the event. And he's talking about the cultures and religions coming together as one, like this one world religion message from Pope Francis, which is pretty predictable, I suppose, at this stage. And it's very strange. It's like the front of the Notre Dame Cathedral, which is translated to Our Lady. It's all about the Mother Goddess, the Queen of Heaven, Semiramis. The Our Lady, and it's lit up in gold, as you'll see soon here.
C'est elle qui nous rassemble. C'est elle que nous aimons. C'est elle qui nous accompagne sur notre chemin vers le Père. Source de toute vie.
So he does this strange ritualistic thing here, and he has the fish mitre hat on, and bangs on the door 3 times. 3 times for 3 times. As he goes up to the door here, and it begins to be lit up in gold. And when he hits the door 3 times, you see these waves going out, these golden waves coming up from hitting it. So, of course, this is very Babylonian in terms of the Babylonian religion and the symbolism going back to Babylon and the sun god with Nimrod. And then he goes up again and hits the door 3 times. And you see the waves, the golden waves coming from his banging on the door up over the top of the cathedral. And it's just like, a lot of golden age symbolism and some bizarre... this whole thing is really about the rebirth of the Notre Dame Cathedral after it was burnt down in some way, and then it's being raised up, and it's about the rebirth. There's a lot of that kind of new age connotation, so to speak, in a weird way. The reawakening of the organ and the counterfeit of the millennial reign and the golden age and things like that. Bizarre, you'll see soon, where they do this reawakening of the organ ritual. You see here, so they focus on the organ, puts the Babylonian fish mitre hat on. So they chant some of these things, and it's basically elevating these things. This very bizarre, this organ reawakening, as they call it, the reawakening of this organ after the fire, is very chaotic, and the sound is very discordian and conflicting. It's kind of a theme in this, is that there's a lot of chaotic, discordian, conflicting things. Yeah, the moon goddess, you see the moon under the feet. Well, it's like the figure in the book of Revelation, isn't it? With the stars and the moon under her feet. But there's a lot of reverence of the false goddess in this. Listen to this. I mean, I don't even know. That's not normal, right? That's not musical. It's like this discord, this chaotic, frantic organ. It doesn't sound normal. The resonance that they're creating here is just not normal to me. I've never heard that kind of frantic, chaotic clash. So they're coming down the checkered floor, down the aisle, with this chaotic sound. And you'll see here as they come down the aisle, they come to the end, and outside they have the bells tolling across Paris. Look at that, spinning round. And then this discord. It's like the sound of the bells of Notre Dame conflicting with the sound of the organ. To me, there's lots of themes of the Golden Age here. The New Dawn, the counterfeit return to Eden, perhaps. The sun god of Rome. Rome 2.0, the Holy Roman Empire. The New World, the counterfeit of the Antichrist. Look at that spinning round there. And then it's like contrasting with some singing that's not in line with it either. It's just very, very bizarre and eerie. So remember, the false god of Babylon, the sun god, it just doesn't seem, to me, this just does not seem to be about the real Jesus Christ. And Rome, of course, is really central to this agenda, the one world, and the revived Roman Empire, perhaps. And, the whore of Babylon. All of these things. So, very bizarre ritual here, folks, especially as it lit up in gold at the beginning, with the shepherd's staff hitting the door 3 times and then 3 times. And this, this kind of surge going up across the golden, like the counterfeit, the golden cube, perhaps, in Revelation. This counterfeit new world, return to Eden, which is a copy of the millennial reign of Christ, but it's just the new age of Antichrist that's being promoted by these false religions. And of course, Pope Francis talking about the world coming together, essentially. Religions, cultures coming together as one. Strange dissonance. Very haunting and eerie, in my opinion.